Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Our topic for today is about higher order derivatives for basic calculus 11. So let us have our first example. For number 1, let's say that this is f of x is equal to negative 3x raised to 5 plus 9x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 15. So we are tasked now to look for the second derivative of x. Usually, we're just seeing f prime of x, meaning this is the first derivative of x. But now we are going to have the second derivative. Okay, so this is how you are going to solve for it. Let's have the solution here. And then we will be copying the given first. So that is f of x is equal to negative 3x raised to 5 plus 9x raised to 4 plus 2x cubed minus x squared plus 8x minus 15. And then let's get first the first derivative of the given because we cannot get the second derivative if we don't have the first derivative. So we will be multiplying negative 3 and the exponent 5, copy x and then raise to 5 minus 1 plus the quantity of 9 times the exponent 4, x raised to 4 minus 1 plus 2 times the exponent 3, x raised to 3 minus 1 minus. For this part, we have a numerical coefficient of 1. So 1 times the exponent 2, x raised to 2 minus 1 plus, we have here 1 in our exponent, but it is invisible. So that is 8 times 1, x raised to 1 minus 1. And then since negative 15 is a constant, automatically it will become 0. So you have the option if you will write it or not. But you can just eliminate it right ahead. Okay? So let's continue solving. I will use another color for us to have some distinction. So this is f prime of x is equal to negative 3 times 5, that's negative 15. X raised to 5 minus 1, that's 4. Plus 9 times 4, that's 36. X raised to 4 minus 1, that's 3. Plus 2 times 3, that's 6. X raised to 3 minus 1, that's 2. Minus 1 times 2 is 2. X raised to 2 minus 1, that's 1. Plus 8 times 1, it's 8. X raised to 1 minus 1, that's 0. Okay, let's continue. How about this? Let's continue this. F prime of x, meaning the first derivative still. So negative 15x raised to 4 plus 36x cubed plus 6x squared minus 2x. We have to have 1 as an invisible number, so minus 2x plus 8. Why is it plus 8? Because x raised to 0 is equal to 1. So meaning it will become 8 times 1. So that's why it is 8 here. So this is the first derivative only. So now let's solve for the second derivative. Let me just erase this part for us to have some space, but I will not remove yet this line of the solution in blue. Okay, let's continue. For the second derivative, we will be having negative 15 times the exponent 4, x raised to 4 minus 1, plus positive 36 times the exponent 3, x raised to 3 minus 1, plus 6 times the exponent 2, x raised to 2 minus 1, minus 2 times 1, which is the invisible exponent, x raised to 1 minus 1. And then for 8, this is already a constant, meaning when we apply the constant rule, it will become 0. So we will eliminate it. If you want to write 0, it's fine, but it is better for you to eliminate it. Okay? Do not include it. Let's continue. Let's solve. So second derivative. So second derivative is equal to negative 15 times 4, that's negative 60. X raised to 4 minus 1, that's 3, plus 36 times 3. So that is equal to 108. So we have here 108. X raised to 3 minus 1, that's 2, plus 6 times 2, that's 12. X raised to 2 minus 1, that's 1, minus 2 times 1, that's 2. X raised to 1 minus 1, that's 0. Let's continue simplifying this. So we have here f, the second derivative is equal to negative 60 x cubed plus 108 x squared plus 12x. We will be writing it as x minus 2. Why is it minus 2? Because x raised to 0 is equal to 1. When multiplied by 2, then it's 2. So this is the answer already, the second derivative. Negative 60 x cubed plus 108 x squared plus 12x minus 2. Now, let's have letter B. For letter B, we are now tasked to look for the third derivative. So for our solution here, we will be using the second derivative. Okay, so this is the second derivative and it is equal to negative 60 x cubed plus 108 x squared plus 12x minus 2. Let's look for the third derivative now. So it should be negative 60 times exponent 3, x raised to 3 minus 1, plus the quantity of 108 times the exponent 2, x raised to 2 minus 1, plus 12 times 1, x raised to 1 minus 1. And then for negative 2, we will not be writing it since it is a constant, so therefore it should be 0. Okay, applying the constant rule. Continue. Third derivative is equal to negative 60 times 3, that's negative 180 here. X raised to 3 minus 1, that's 2, plus 108 times 2, that's 216. X raised to 2 minus 1, that's 1, plus 12 times 1, that's 12. X raised to 1 minus 1 is 0. So the third derivative here is equal to negative 180 x squared plus 216x plus 12. Why is it plus 12? Because x raised to 0 is equal to 1. 1 times 12 is equal to 12. So that's it for this topic. If you have questions, clarifications, or inquiries about us, just message our FB page, The Honors Tutorial. Thank you and God bless.